Isn't that interesting? And the idea is really simple, right? It's about not judging your situation, just looking at the facts and then giving it time to evolve. And when I heard this in this motivational CD, I recognized the wisdom of it. So I started practicing it and it came out like this. Why are you so close? Oh, am I going to be able to go hike? Isn't that interesting? I worked on this for many years. Something would happen, I would immediately react emotionally. I would judge it as good or bad immediately. I would catch myself judging it. I would change it to, isn't that interesting? And then I would go through and come up with all of the reasons why it could be viewed in multiple different ways, reframe it. But the initial judgment was still there. But still, something about this seemed very important to me to practice. And so for years, I've been working on it. And I pretty much had decided that it was never going to come naturally. I was never going to respond to events in my life with, isn't that interesting? I was always going to have a strong emotional reaction, whether it was good or bad. And I would have to reframe it afterwards. But even that was a step in the right direction, right? So last fall, I was out hiking in the gorgeous foliage, slipped on some leaves, slammed down on my knees, jammed my thumb, and couldn't move it at all. I had legitimate reasons for being very worried about hurting my thumb. As a musician and music teacher, I need this hand to play piano, to play ukulele, to play guitar, to play recorder, to do all of the things I need to do for my job, teaching music to kids. I'm back home the next day, and I still can't move my hand at all. And I go to take out a loaf of bread, and I'm trying to undo the twist tie with my left hand, one-handed, and I am very unsuccessful. I'm playing around with it. I cannot get it undone. And I just looked at it and said, isn't it interesting what it's like to try to do this with my left hand? I was dumbfounded because the reaction I would typically have would be fraught with anxiety. But after all of those years of practice, I had internalized the idea, isn't that interesting? And there was just enough of a pause. I have been practicing saying, isn't that interesting? In response to things for more than 10 years. But last fall, as I was trying to do that twist tie, was the first time that I responded automatically with equanimity, not judging the situation as good or bad, just interested in whatever was happening. And the sense of peace, the sense of stability, the sense of calm that I felt is something I still am wowed by. Practicing that one short phrase gave me a way into experiencing life's events, both good and bad, without immediately rushing to judgment. And that moment of space where there's interest before there's judgment changes everything. Isn't that interesting?